Welcome back to Sunny with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We're gonna do a reading. Hey. Alright. I like my alfalfa. We're gonna leave it. Okay, let's do like Sears Tarot. I was launching the Artmobile today, but the wind decided that it wasn't gonna happen. So now you guys get a reading because I feel very frantic, like I need to do something. Alright, here we go. 3 shuffles and then we will get going. Okay, let's go. What is the energy? I'm gonna clear mine quick. Anyway. It's too many. One at a motherfucking time, please. Justice, 3 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Huh. Tell me more. That 3 of Pentacles in reverse is very much, maybe there's like some positive collaborations coming in, or some sort of, you're getting justice in your work. Maybe in the past if you were fucked over by someone, or something within your work, you're getting justice for that. Yeah. Double energy, Hermit in reverse, Strength in reverse, Chariot, 5 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 7 of Cups in reverse, the Star in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse. See? The wind. It's about to get real cray-cray, like 45 miles an hour it said, so I am not ruining my canopies. Those are the reason I'm poor right now. I gotta make sure here. He was an outside cat for like 2 years after the kittens were born, the first set of kittens. Okay. There's a lot going on. Alright, there might be, what are you being tempted by? We have the Justice, and right below it we have the Devil. So be careful. Be careful about big decisions that you're making right now. Don't fuck yourself over. With the 3 of Pentacles, we have the Chariot underneath. With 3 of Cups, we have the Hermit in reverse too, so you might be, it's like giving that, I'm coming out, I want the world to know, that song. And I had a shit show of a day. It's 1:11 on the clock. 111. It boils down to a 3. I'm so distracted. Okay. 5 of Cups with Strength in reverse. I don't actually do this deck reverse, but it seems like there's messages. I feel like there's this energy of whoever's resonating with it. There's this like 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Because we have the 6 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles, maybe you're just kind of in that energy as well as I am. Like maybe you're ready for the spotlight, but like you keep feeling like you're getting cock-blocked, or like maybe you're doing everything you can to, oh my god, can you not? Thank you. to use what you have, right? Nine of Pentacles is all about like being resourceful, being abundant, but it's in reverse. Maybe you're just going through a lack, or maybe because of this Three of Pentacles. Three of Cups always gives me like your guiding light. The past informs the present, and the present informs the future energy. So maybe you're just at this crossroads, or maybe you're just sitting. Maybe you're not even tangoing, but you're just like weighing options, right? Because Justice is our energy for the entire reading. So whatever all this other shit is that you're navigating, which it is a lot. It feels like you want to be like the Hermit and the Six of Wands in reverse are giving completely opposite energies, right? This is very much in reverse. Hermit energy means that like you're pulling away, you're doing your own thing, right? But the Six of Wands is also like in the spotlight. So with Hermit in reverse, it's like maybe you really want to be in the spotlight, but there's something holding you back. And it could just be some sort of divine intervention. There could be something coming towards you that you don't know about, that you're being protected from. The Devil and the Chariot. Maybe there's something coming quickly that you don't know about, that like the universe is like, no, not right now, it's not the divine time, right? This is interesting. We have the Strength and the Star in reverse too. Like I said, I don't usually do reversals. But whatever this is, whatever is cock blocking you, right? Whatever you feel like your justice is not coming in. And you're like, I'm doing everything I fucking can. I'm making sure that I'm not repeating these cycles. I'm trying to use everything I have. I'm taking the time I need away from others. Those are green beans. Peas. You really want to try peas, huh? You need chapstick. Come here. Chapstick right here. Peas. We already talked about that. I told you it's a different kind of pea than your pee, you know? I'll get you some. We might have some in the cans. I don't think so, though. Maybe. Anyway. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse also. Queen of Cups in reverse and Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is all very much, this is self-imposed bondage. So again, it's very much giving like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to go. But emotional, maybe that's the thing. Maybe you're making a decision out of emotions. Seven of Cups in reverse as well. Too many options. Actions. Peace, baby. Are your teeth loose? Because your bottom teeth are getting a little crooked. Corn. Cucumber. Carrots. Avocado. Peas. Do you want more vegetables? You want more veggies? Yeah, I'm in the middle of a reading. But we're learning about veggies, so. Hey, keep your booty inside, por favor. So, whatever, maybe you feel, maybe that's the thing too. Maybe you're making a decision out of a space of, like, maybe you're like emotionally manipulating yourself. Regardless, remember that like whatever isn't for you is not going to be for you. So don't hold on to anything. And if you feel like, you know, like seven of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse, maybe you're like, maybe I made a bad decision. Maybe this isn't the right decision, and maybe that's kind of forcing you into like this emotional, I'm getting like tornado or storm, right? And you're just like, ah. Bottom line is, don't be frustrated, alright? We had the Star in reverse too, but I mean, it's like, everything that's here, okay, I feel like this could have been because of someone else. We have the Five of Cups. I don't know if I went over this yet, but like, you poured 4 cups into this and it didn't work out, right? But you still have this 1 cup. And so maybe that's the space that you're in. Because, I mean, there's a lot of reversals here, and like I said, I usually don't read reversals. But with that Three of Pentacles coming out first, being in reverse, it was apparent that we were supposed to take that as part of the message. So when a card is in reverse, when it's upside down, it just means like opposite of what it means, right? So Justice did come out upright. So try not to get in your own way. The Chariot and the Devil also came in upright. Perhaps you yourself are also being, the universe may be using you to serve someone else's karma. There's a lot of major arcana here, though, which is really interesting. We have a lot. Hang on, let me organize these. Let me do my autistic thing and organize these by suits. There's the most minor arcana here is emotions. We have the Hermit, we have Strength, we have the Star, the Devil, and the Chariot. So I feel like whatever it is that you are, whatever is not like that's kind of how I feel today too, and maybe this is just me, my energy. But like I worked my ass off all week to get this stuff ready, and then I had cancel. I've been up since like 6, getting everything ready, you know, and now I'm kind of like feeling like, I'm gonna have to wait a week to do it again, right? Peace. And so maybe that's the thing too. Maybe you're offering too much, and the people around you aren't receptive, and maybe you're just putting a lot of pressure on yourself that's like unnecessary, right? We don't want to get in this space. So it's like if the universe is encouraging you to keep your abundance to yourself, do so at this time. And I'm hearing this message as well. I have a tendency to overgive to the point of putting myself in poverty or putting myself in a space of lack, because I've given too much. That's who I am. That's what I do. And I'm getting better. I mean, this launch put me in that space. I feel like I'm in, I was really, really excited to be making money this weekend, and the wind was like, no, you're not going to be making money this weekend. Like, we're not doing that. So for me, it's just, I hear you if you're going through this too. The Chariot, the Devil, Strength, the Hermit, and Justice, the Star. Maybe you're meant for, maybe there's something much larger for you than this. I've put them all upright for the sake of getting through this message. The Star and the Six of Wands very much standing in your power, standing in your authenticity and light. I would say at this moment, trust divine timing. The justice that you're seeking is coming in. Continue to be a little bit strong. Strength is a quality that is made over time, right? I mean, strength is something that, like, trials and tribulations, you get those badges on your shoulders, or your chest. But it feels like something's coming in, and maybe, you're coming from a 5 of Cups to a 7 of Cups. So it was like you put so much energy into this one. I'm also getting this message. You put so much energy into this one thing, but unbeknownst to you, there are multiple options coming in that are going to be more fruitful. And again, I'm feeling like there are collaborations, but there is a little bit of a caution here. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in any situations that you've already outgrown. And if you are seeing repeating cycles, or if you're having emotions come up, or behaviors or tendencies that you've already graduated from, if they start to resurface in the midst of whatever this is, it's probably this devil energy. I'm getting analysis paralysis with these two as well. Like, you're going to be presented with so many options that you could feel it's too much, like overwhelmed. Damn. Okay. All right. What can you give us for the action? Like, what action for this? Remember, Justice was the first card out. So, maybe that's the thing too. Maybe you're being forced to sit with some disappointment or some, the Sun in reverse at the bottom of the deck. The Sun is meant to be happy. It's ruled by Leo. So maybe you're being forced into like this presence, like staying present. You know, the best part of this day today for me and Niall was when we were watching Casper in the ambulance and like snacking on the candy for sale. Death and rebirth also in reverse. Allow yourself to transition out of what's no longer serving you, you know? Don't be so stubborn, right? And I think that's the thing too, is like sometimes we do things or we see things, and especially in this current climate, I think people are starting to really recluse. Hold on. People are starting to I knew it was a spider, but isn't it a word? A person who lives a solitary life, yeah, tends to avoid other people. That's me. That's that hermit energy right here. But I feel like because of this current administration, I mean, I feel like most of the folks that are watching this are in the United States. If I'm not correct on that, I apologize. But even at a global scale, most people are not really wanting to be out and about and around others. I mean, people are just doing what they've got to do, and then they're going home where they know they're safe for the time being. You know what I mean? So I think maybe, you know, I needed to hear that for me, but maybe you're trying to support your community, or maybe you're trying to put yourself out there. You know, it was really funny because right when Niall and I moved here to Arizona in 2020, it was when the quarantine was like starting to go cray. And Empress at the bottom of the deck, all about nurturing your stuff, but again in reverse. It's crazy. Maybe nurture yourself instead of trying to nurture the world with that energy. And I think that's what I have to hear as well, because I often, you know, I was just thinking, I'm like, I'm offering these college courses, no one signs up. I'm offering this space, no one comes. I mean, I sat out there for like 30 minutes before it was all, you know, time for me to clean it up. So maybe you're in this position, this Two of Wands, where you're like thinking about what it is that you want. You're weighing your options, which again is this Seven of Cups energy. Maybe you have outgrown. Maybe you've outgrown. Maybe you've outgrown where you are, what you're doing. Maybe there's a pivot that needs to be made to make it either more accessible or more, I don't know. These are shuffling really well, which is really interesting because I have such a hard time when all the cards are in the deck, but this many, let me show you. Alright. Eight of Wands, again with some speed. There may be some urgency in your energy, and maybe I feel like that urgency is yours. And maybe that's what the Devil energy is as well. Maybe the Devil energy is just speaking to your own pressure on yourself with an urgency within making something happen. We have the King of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups and the High Priestess were in reverse, which means maybe you're just not focusing on, maybe you're ignoring divine guidance. Are you ignoring divine guidance? This could very well be about love, or it could just be about community. It could be finding balance within your, you know, every facet of your life, like work and home and leisure. Right? I'm like, what do other people do? This High Priestess energy also coming out in support. I already said it might be you're not listening to your divine guidance. I'm also very stubborn a lot of the times. I like to question. I have incredible intuition. Like, I've never met someone with the kind of intuition I have. And I often second guess myself. So maybe you're doing that too. We do have the King of Cups coming out. So we do have the King and Queen of Cups, all about emotional stability. Finding that within ourselves. The Queen was in reverse. So getting to a point of emotion, and maybe that's the thing too, maybe you run on these expectations. Oh, this is what I need to hear. Presenting these things, and maybe having expectations about how that's going to go, maybe having to release those expectations, trust and believe that you are going to be receiving justice. It just might not look the way you think it will. That doesn't mean to say that all of the things that you've done or put into whatever it is that we're talking about have no bearing. It means that, you know, there's importance even when we fail, and I don't think this is necessarily a failure, but I feel like there's some sort of disappointment because of all the reversals. There's some sort of disappointment either in yourself, in others, in your efforts, in your, there's something. I mean, that's all the Five of Cups energy, right? I mean, I've been disappointed a lot today, and I feel like it's not that big of a deal at all. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming out. So again, going from the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, whatever it is, the World in reverse. Whatever it is, it's going to be, either way, maybe there's going to be an opportunity that's not going to make you, that you're not going to have to work so hard for, but you're going to get even more from. The last time this card came out, we looked up this little sacred geometry, and this is the Tree of Life. So maybe spend some time with the trees, maybe acknowledge the ways in which you yourself have grown, because I often say that saying about, we're like the trees, we grow always, always. But I feel like whatever space you're in, I mean, just these two cards alone are drastically different energies, and they both came out reverse. Are you maybe putting on a show for others when you are feeling like this on the inside, and that could be causing the blockages? I feel like whatever it is that you're upset about, it doesn't even have to be upset. There's some sort of shadow energy around whatever this was, right? But try your best to trust in yourself, right? Trust in your ability to, I think whatever trust you don't have in yourself, what I'm getting is that you have to trust yourself, but more importantly, you need to trust whatever it is you believe in to know what's best. It's giving that, my favorite Bible verse, I never refer to the Bible, but my favorite Bible verse is Jeremiah 29:11. For God who knows the plans He has for you, like, don't worry about it. No tripping, right? That's what it says in the Bible, verbatim. I know what the fuck is up. I got you. Don't trip. Okay. So, like, whatever it is that you're upset about or disappointed about, maybe that in itself was a part of showing the universe that you could take this leap of faith. Because I feel like there was some sort of chance taken or some sort of thing that you did, that you followed through on, that you but it relied on other people outside of you, and maybe that fizzled out or whatever. Same here, right? Just trust and believe that the right people will find you, and it may have to, there may be moves involved, there may be geographic locations, there may be some sort of networking. So I would also say check your emails. I mean, like, not compulsively or anything, but I do feel like with that Eight of Wands coming in, that's all of, I mean, it showed up in the deck. Eight of Wands and the Chariot are fast movement, but Eight of Wands in particular is about communication, incoming communication quickly. So there could be some sort of opportunity. A lot of the readings that I've been seeing on TikTok or by other readers keep talking about celebrities, like, watching your page, and they're about to make an offer and shit like that. And I kind of roll my eyes at but according to this, I mean, right now I'm looking at the Chariot, Six of Wands, and the Star. I mean, the Star is Aquarius energy, and Aquarius energy is all about visionaries, humanitarianism, but it's also humanitarians, not ism. And then, but it's also celebrity energy. This is high rank. And I feel like also within that, there's a shift happening at our collective consciousness, in where celebrity worship is kind of fizzling out. And there's a shift, there's a paradigm shift where people are over it. I mean, they're not relatable, At one point in time they were, but the wealth gap has become so extreme that celebrities, as they were, for the most part, I mean, there's still plenty of people who worship them. But every single day people are becoming conscious of celebrity worship within themselves, and in the ways that they're used as these puppets to the system, right? It's becoming abundantly clear because we're in the age of Aquarius again. So whatever idea that you have, whatever work that you're doing to make the world a better place, it might be, it's giving that like a plane when they're landing and like they bounce back up and then they land and then like the wheels bounce back up. It's giving that. It's a little bit turbulent, perhaps, but don't give up on yourself. Don't what is this word? Don't internalize a failure by any means, because everything has a lesson within it. Not even a lesson, but everything has a purpose, right? I'm going to share one more thing about my day so that this helps you. This is a real life example. So I set up everything, and my neighbor was like, oh, it's going to get windy, and I was like, she's like, it looks great, and I'm like, I just needed that one person to validate it. And then I had another neighbor come by. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, let me give you a flyer, because he's got like a whole gang of kids. But anyway, I was like, it was nice to people saw me, people saw the work that I had put in. Not that I did it for that, but I did do it for a space of community. But I can't fuck with nature. I cannot afford to have my canopies ruined. And I don't want to pace around and fucking fix wind damage all day either, which I did from like 6 o'clock until noon. But either way, the point of that is, when my neighbor said, she's like, the wind, and I was like, yeah, I know, but you know what, I got some really good marketing photos. I got this put out on social media, and that's another reason I'm bummed, because I really want my work to be seen. And it's funny because I took a video of a turkey vulture, and that one's going like crazy, and then the one video I take of the art space, it's not going anywhere, and so I'm like, I'm frustrated. So I'm in this energy too, but it's like I keep having to center back and trust, right? Trust, sometimes we're hidden, or we're not as accessible, or as visible as we want to be. And I think in those times it's important, because remember, the first energy that came out was justice. So it's like, regardless of what you're going through and how you feel about it, know, trust, and believe, and keep moving from a space of knowing that justice will be served, whatever that is for you. Okay? Have a good one, y'all.